Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show. And as you can see today, the setup is a little bit different because I finally got a chance to move to the London. So today's topic is going to be pretty interesting because the topic is going to be why regular season MVPs mean absolutely nothing. And I'm also going to be talking to Nick Wright as well. So that's the topic I want to get into today. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. And also, if you want to check this out, it's on the Dreamerspro Podcast, which is in the description below. And we're also running a poll for a premium platform that we're thinking of launching, so you can go and check it out and vote. We're also going to link that in the description below, so please make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. So without further ado, let me just get straight into the topic. So this whole argument about regular season MVPs I feel like they've been overblown for the last few, probably for the last 10 years or so. And I think a lot of people have used the argument of regular season MVPs to sort of fit the agendas that they wanted to have. Some people have said, okay, if a player doesn't have at least one regular season MVP, then they're not a Pantheon great. If they don't have two or three or four, whatever it is, and they're not an all-time great. And in so many different circumstances, we see that regular season MVP awards do not, necessarily lead to championships, nor do they even indicate that the player that has them is going to have multiple NBA championships. And it makes me think that the MVP award that's actually more important are finals MVPs, not regular season MVP awards. Now, I'm going to read off, a bunch of different players that have regular season MVP awards, and I want you guys to just follow the story I'm trying to make. So if we look at the Houston Rockets, who recently just played against the Lakers in the semifinals in the Western Conference in the playoffs, they lost to the Lakers in 5 games, where some people thought that series would have been much more competitive to possibly go 6 or even 7 games, but they lost in 5 games. But you have to remember that Houston Rockets team had 2 regular season MVPs on their team. If you look at James Harden won the regular season MVP award in 2018. He's been an 8-time All-Star, been on 5 All-First teams. He's led the league in scoring 3 separate times, and he led the league in assists in 2017. James Harden was on the Houston Rockets, but so was Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook and James Harden, have been childhood friends. They've known each other. I think Russell Westbrook was born in California, in Long Beach, California. And Russell Westbrook also won a regular season MVP award in 2017. He's been a 9-time All-Star. He's been a 2-time NBA scoring champion, and he's also led the league in assists 2 separate times. So one would think, if the regular season MVP award is so important, how is it possible that a team with 2 regular season MVPs in their prime were able to lose in a series in 5 games? Now, some of you may say, well, LeBron James is on the other team and that's the reason they lost. But wait a minute. LeBron is a great player, but we've seen many a times that LeBron James couldn't beat teams that he himself was probably the most talented player or the best player in that series, and he still couldn't beat the teams. But you also have to remember that the Los Angeles Lakers also have Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis totally dominated in that series, and Anthony Davis has never won a regular season MVP. So now when you begin to look at these different situations, one begins to ask himself, are these regular season MVPs, are they really as important as we say they are? And are they a real indicator for success? And it makes me begin to wonder that it's really not. I'll give you another example. Kobe Bryant has 1 regular season MVP award that he won in 2008, but he has 5 championships. And he has 2 NBA Finals MVPs. If you look at LeBron James has, I believe, 4 regular season MVP awards. He has Most Valuable Player awards, but he has 3 NBA championships. And in this case, he has more regular season MVPs than he has championships. But when we look at LeBron, we're talking about his NBA championships. And Kobe has more titles than LeBron. Then if you look at Michael Jordan, I believe, has 5 regular season MVPs, but he has 6 championships. But then, if you look at a player like Steve Nash has 2 regular season MVP awards in the years 2005 and 2006, and some people to this day feel like Kobe got cheated out of one of them. Shaquille O'Neal feels like he got cheated out of a regular season MVP award to Steve Nash, and Shaq is a four-time NBA champion and a 3 times Finals MVP. And if you look at Kawhi Leonard has never won the regular season MVP award, but yet he has 2 Finals MVP awards. So then it makes you begin to ask the question, are we making too much of the regular season MVP award? And one of the people that loves to make that argument are people like Nick Wright. Nick Wright will tell you, if a player has never won a regular season MVP award, then they should not be considered as one of the all-time greats. And if he wants to really, further drive home his agenda, what he'll say is that if they haven't won multiple regular season MVP awards, then they cannot be considered an all-time great. So if that's true, let me ask you this question for Nick Wright or people that maybe subscribe to that train of thought. Just because Steve Nash has won 2 regular season MVP awards, will any of you agree, or would you guys also say that Steve Nash should be ranked higher than Kobe all time? Or let me ask you another question. Because Steve Nash has won 2 regular season MVP awards, should Steve Nash be ranked higher than Shaq? Or let me ask you another question. Because James Harden has won a regular season MVP award, should he be ranked higher than Shaq all time? Absolutely not. And it would be an absurd assertion for anyone to make that type of argument. And it further lets me know that too much is made of regular season MVP awards. I don't think that they're that important. Excuse my lighting here. I think my lighting is getting messed up. I don't think that they're that important. And I feel like many a times we make too much out of it. Now, some people that I'm going to address in this video here, I'm going to address the whole Kawhi Leonard thing because he's also tied. Kawhi Leonard has never won a regular season MVP award. And some of you people some of the followers in the channel certainly may want to know what we think about Kawhi Leonard. I don't know what's up with my lighting here, but it's just bear with me for a second. Now, some of you guys may be wondering about that. What are your thoughts about what's happening with Kawhi Leonard? How dare you mention Kawhi Leonard in this conversation? Kawhi Leonard has been playing for about 8 or 9 seasons. Okay, Kawhi Leonard has never won a regular season MVP award, but he's won an NBA championship, and he's won 2 Finals MVP awards. Whatever you guys think of how he got those those Finals MVP awards, he still has it. Now, some of you guys that I've noticed in the last 24 hours or so, let me just address this quickly because I think it's important that we do. The Clippers recently lost, okay, to the Denver Nuggets. I think Game 6, in which a lot of us thought they were supposed to win, including myself, and I was completely mind blown that they were able to lose that game again with another lead and giving up a big lead and losing that game. And what ended up happening was some people, I guess out of their dismay of the fact that the Clippers lost that game, they decided that, you know what, man, I'm going to come to the channel and I'm just going to start unsubscribing to the channel. So what we're deciding to do is that I think a lot of people feel like, okay, these guys, all they do is talk about the Clippers or whatever. First of all, if you check our catalog of videos, we've done probably over 400 videos. We've done hundreds of videos that had nothing to do with the Clippers. So for the people that unsubscribe, thank you for unsubscribing because that means you probably won't subscribe for the right reason. I think the people that are going to remain subscribed to the channel are people that actually like us as content creators. Now, if you like the Clippers and you like some videos that we do about the Clippers, you probably stay on. But chances are, if you like Dreamerspro and the type of content we put together, you're going to like other type of videos if they're well thought out and well prepared and well put together. So that's for that. So, but for people feeling like, okay, oh my God, what's going to happen now? Your channel is over. That's absurd. Okay. Skip Bayless, who works for Undisputed, also picked the Clippers. Are people going to stop watching Undisputed? Are people going to all of a sudden unsubscribe to Undisputed, the channel? Charles Barkley picked the Clippers to win the last 2 games they lost. Are people going to stop watching inside the NBA? No, it's absurd. So for people to come on here and start making that argument, I think that is silly, and it doesn't hold any water, and it's not going to stop us from growing anyway, because I think a good amount of people that watch our videos understand that we make good content, and it's not predicated on whether or not the Clippers do well or not. The Clippers, I want them to win the title. Kawhi Leonard is my favorite basketball player currently playing in the NBA, but if they don't win the title, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden we need to stop producing videos. So I just felt like it was important to address that point. towards the end of this video, because I'm sure a lot of you guys may want to know that. So that's my thoughts and opinions on that. However, what I want to know from you guys, from the general question that we have here, is, do you think that regular season MVP awards are overrated and they're overblown and too many people make too much out of them? Or do you think that they're very important, and if you don't have a lot of regular season MVP awards, you shouldn't be considered an all-time great? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. And also don't forget to check out the Dreamerspro Podcast, which is in the description below on Spotify. So make sure you guys check that out. And don't forget to leave your comment or your vote or whatever it is for our poll that we're running. Thank you guys for your attention, and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.